it's just a plastic loomy that you can purchase. It's a floral thing. And you can see I just worked my oasis in until I formed the shape that I wanted.
What's the little green front?
Okay, right here. Those are just the little chrysanthemum, the button chrysanthemums that you get at H-E-B for $4 a bundle. The problem with getting flowers at H-E-B is I bought all that they have, and so I don't have enough to finish my design, but that's okay. We all have a wonderful imagination and can go from there. But the way that I did it is I cut each flower individually, and from there I will show you how I process my flowers. And the reason I did this is, number one, for the look, but the second reason I did it is these chrysanthemums, they look like they have a very sturdy stem, but I'm cutting it about an inch is all, and I'm taking a sewing pin, I'm putting it right down the center and running it down the center of the stem to the best that I can, and then you have this little ornament of a pearl in the center of each flower. Well, that's decorative, but it also serves a huge important reason, is that the stems will bend when you try to press them down into your oasis. So if you don't do something like this to secure it, you could just do a wire if you didn't want to show. You could just cut a wire just the length. It doesn't have to have the pearl head. But otherwise, you're going to lose about a third or half of your flowers. So this way you don't lose any. And then you just take your finger on that pin and you push it into your foam to the height that you want it. And so that is what we have working on here. My idea for this design was, of course, the little green buttons is the ground. And I will use up all of these real quick. You will be patient with me to do this. But my goal, and I'm going to have to go buy some more of the button mums. My goal is to cover this entire form with the button little mums. These mums are $4 at H-E-B. And something else that you could do, you could use this exact same method of design. Cut your oasis in a perfect square or an oblong, it really wouldn't matter. Cover all the sides with the bottom, place it on a little dessert plate, tie a ribbon around it, and have it as your place setting for your table at Christmas or a birthday party. Using any colors. The button mums are green. You can buy cushion mums that are similar, they're just not quite as small. And they come in white and lavender, yellow. Any other color? Those are the main colors. So, you know, like for a birthday party, you could follow the color scheme that you want it to use. I will continue to work with this, and it will not be finished totally because I don't have enough mums. But to move along with the study, the idea that I came up with was to take an orchid and steal it from your plant. This one's almost spent, so it's not like a huge loss by any means. And I'm going to make believe that this is covered. So just to kind of give you the idea, and I'm going to cut my stem, insert it in to my oasis. That's my water source. Because it is Christmas, again, I wish this was totally covered, but you're going to have to just, because it is Christmas, I'm going to use a little bit of gold running through to give it just a little bit of glamour, I guess you'd say, or
Bliss.
Christmas bliss. Yes. Your orchids will last a long time. Like I said, these are pretty spent. I apologize that they're so gone, but again, I couldn't get to any supplies. Then the last thing that I would probably do would be to, I'm going to get my supplies. This is just a floral pick, and it has a wire on the end, and you can wire anything to it, and I would use it at the base. And then I would probably run my ribbon thusly. If you're not used to these, these are handy little items. It's like a little U-pin, and you can attach into your phone. And another idea would be, just for stability, you would probably want to tack down your orchid a little bit. But that is very simple. Takes a little bit of time and patience. Something that, when it's working with flowers, for me, time and patience is, I have all the time and patience in the world. It's the one therapeutic. Some people do needlework, some people do other things. I can sit and fiddle with putting pins in these little flowers for hours. And you have to have that kind of patience to do something like this, and just kind of enjoy the process. So that is my design study. I think this would be something that I personally would be putting on a coffee table, something low, because the beauty of this is looking down onto it and not across the room or on a dining table. And I always kind of try to, make designs that have a purpose in different parts of your home, because everything's not a centerpiece for your dining room table. So,
is your finger hurting from pushing? That's all I keep thinking. So every time I sew and do stuff like that, that hurts my calluses.
no,
Yeah.
I can do this for hours. And,
How long did it take you to get all that greenery around that?
oh, that's just seconds. Look, this is, I didn't show you that. I did bring a little, I left one side right here open just so you could see. All I do is I have pittosporum in my yard. I put in the pittosporum because it covers your oasis the best. To do just Christmas greenery around would be beautiful. I would never say not to do that, but you're just going to have to do so much of it to hide your mechanics. And so, to me, it's easier to start with your pittosporum. These are just little tips off of my bush. It's new growth.
You didn't have to steal them from anybody?
I didn't steal this.
Extra mark.
I mean, well, I grew it, and look how nice it looks. And then I just have Christmas. I mean, I stole this off my Christmas tree. Sorry, family. And just tuck in a few Christmas greens. The greenery. Another thing, roadside, you can find cedar. A lot of people are real allergic to cedar, so I wouldn't bring that into someone's home normally. But you're just sticking that in. I mean, that took no time whatsoever. And but the tedious thing. The other thing you could use, other than orchids, although I love orchids, and the other thing that you could use would be something like calla lilies, because calla lilies, you can bend those stems. And if I were to use calla lilies, I would start with the bottom one, and then keep going round and round and round and kind of stagger them, stair step them down so you see each individual flower. But I would bring it, all the way around and then stair stack it down. And I would probably say that would take 8 to 10 calla lilies to make, of those little mini calla lilies, to make a really beautiful statement. You could not use the large calla lilies. They would not bend that easily. Anything that would bend, a tulip would bend, but a tulip would be hard to get into the oasis. So that is our design study. I hope y'all